Happy Easter. I'm Dana McKim. I'm pastor of First United Methodist Church in downtown Morganton, North Carolina. We are in our beautiful sanctuary constructed in 1952, but we've been around for a lot longer than that as a part of the Morganton landscape here downtown. And it's been my joy to serve as pastor here over the last 6 years, where we've really gone through quite a number of transformations. Things were not in real good shape when I arrived, and we've got a great group of people here that have been working really hard to upfit our facility, to improve our giving, to bring new faces into our congregation. And our celebration for this 50 days of Easter has to do with just that. I've got with me here Carol Brown. Carol Brown is one of our primary leaders. Our leadership team is called the Lay Ministry Team here at First United Methodist Church. That serves as our governing board, and Carol's a member of that. But that's not how she started, and she's only been here a few years, even though it's actually been a little bit longer than that. Carol and her husband Bill were members of First United Methodist Church. They moved out of the area to another state, and they returned here for retirement a number of years ago. When I arrived and when Carol and I first met, it was under difficult circumstances because her husband Bill was not doing well at all, and we were very concerned about him. She was very concerned about him. And that began the story of our reconnection. So Carol, I want to invite you to tell some of that story, kind of where things were and what it has meant for you to reconnect with First United Methodist Church.
When Bill and I moved back to Morganton, his health was such that I really couldn't leave him alone. And so I really didn't reconnect with the church. I was busy taking care of him. And when he passed away, I knew I had to reinvent my life. And First United Church was such a big part of it. I joined the choir. I joined the ladies' circle. I began to help at the soup kitchen. And I created a church family that I so desperately needed. And it just gave me confidence, and it just made me feel good. And I have so enjoyed all of my friendships here. And it was so hard to lose Bill, but I met with the Stephen minister through this church, and she was so encouraging and so positive. And it just, that gave me confidence to keep reaching out and trying things and reconnecting. So I just feel like I have a family here, and that's so important to me.
It seemed to me, Carol, that every time the doors were open, I would see you here. And that was, of course, gradual. It wasn't like that at first, but you were very intentional about reconnecting with us. And you were there all the time, and you were involved in our missions. You were involved in our kitchen team. You were involved with studies here, and I watched the light come on for you. And then one day after choir practice, I pulled you aside, I think, and I said, I need to ask you something. And we were having a vacancy come open on our lay ministry team, and that's when I said, I'd really like you to consider doing that. When a pastor does that, you never know what kind of response you're going to get from people. And I thought I knew what kind of a response that I was going to get from you, but you might want to tell the folks a little bit about that.
Well, I'm very pleased to serve, and it's an honor to be asked, especially when you've really been back in the church such a short time.
And your response was immediate. Sure, I'd like to try that. And I know that part of that has been your resiliency and your own spirit. But I feel like as I watch the congregation gather around you, I feel like your resurrection, your transformation was in part due to the love and grace that you were feeling from this community. And I'm very thankful as a pastor to be a part of a community of love and grace like First United Methodist Church is, because there's a strong passion here for missions to our community and to our world. And it is a part of the vibrant future that we believe that we have as a downtown First Church, but also as a United Methodist Lighthouse congregation, which we're very proud to be. And we want to wish all of you just a blessed Easter season in these 50 days of celebration and feasting from fasting, and moving forward with the vibrant church that we are and the hope that we have in Jesus Christ the righteous. God bless each and every one of you.